Check it out, y'all. I got a new helmet. This is the 509 Mach V Commander, and they partnered with Cardo for an integrated Packtalk unit. Nice. So, why am I wearing this helmet? Well, I'll tell you why. Helmet was announced back in October of 2023. 509 was a company that I think started out to do filming of snowmobiling or snowboarding, things like that. Very much things that are not found in Atlanta, Georgia. So they built a name for themselves in the snow community with goggles, helmets. They moved into making dirt bike helmets. And the natural progression is on motorcycles. They're still growing that brand. It's pretty small right now, but the company itself has been around for several years. So when they announced this helmet back in October of 2023, I was very interested as a avid Cardo user and Cardo brand ambassador myself. Link in the description. I was very interested in this helmet and what it was, how it was rated, how it would be adopted, things like that. Again, I didn't know much about 509, so I started looking a little bit and learned about the company, and I was like, yeah, I remember hearing that name, but again, they weren't in the street market as much, so I didn't see it as often. So I was looking at the helmet, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Even made the quick shifter segment on Live on Two Wheels. And so from there, I thought, oh, that'd be interesting to see what happens with that helmet in the future. And then I went on about my business. Shortly after, on social media, 509 was looking for street ambassadors to help push their product. I mean, every company has ambassadors, brand ambassadors, sponsored riders, sponsored athletes. And so they were looking for those for the street segment to help grow this area. Threw my name in the hat. I thought, heck, why not? What's the worst they could say? No. But if they say yes, then that could be something that could help out this whole ghost persona thing that I got going on. So I apply, and then a few weeks later, early December, they contact me and say, hey, let's partner up. Let's do this thing. And, we'd like to have you on as a street ambassador. And I was really kind of surprised. I was like, say what? Okay. But before I sign on the dotted line, I wanted to clear up a few things. We know that there is some history of new motorcycle helmets that are not well received because of certain safety concerns. So that is definitely like the biggest concern. Like that, if there's just one big factor about it, that was it. So I really dug into the details of the helmet. And this helmet is ECE 2206 compliant. They've already met a pretty high safety standard. So that's not a concern. That alleviated a lot of, what I was hesitant about at first. And the second big item was, what can I say about the product? Because I do not want to be, if I were to be a sponsored rider, I don't want to blindly push and promote a product that I don't like. So I asked, can I give my honest feedback about it? You're not going to have me say anything particular that it's the best thing in the world, etc., etc. So I basically asked him, I was like, am I allowed to give my honest opinion about this and feedback? Yes, absolutely. We want you to be honest so that we can learn from this and continue to improve upon the product and make it better and better. And that's an absolutely great business model. This company is being very upfront and honest about how they're approaching things, willing to get the feedback, etc. So it's like, that's good. Ask the tough questions up front, set the expectations, and then that makes for things to be a lot smoother later on. So that alleviated all my concerns. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's partner up for the next year. And so they provided me with this helmet and some other little goodies. And in return, I'm going to cruise around on this for a year. And you'll just see that in my videos, social media, And then I'll keep doing periodic check-ins on how I like the helmet. So this is literally my first ride with this helmet. And initial impression is it's really good. Seals up pretty well, keeps a lot of noise out. I am wearing earplugs, even though they do have these kind of ear muffs or ear cups that you can then pump up. It's almost like you can hear the wind noise outside. It's not like the wind noise that's directly blowing across your ears, if that makes sense. So I can still hear everything around me. I can hear the rumbling of my engine. You know, I hear cars driving by, the whooshing of that. But it's not like loud and just a straining sound, if that makes sense. So that's pretty cool. The fitment is pretty good too. I wear a size large in showy, so I ordered a size large in 509, and that seemed to be right on the money. The earmuffs inside, they Velcro to the side onto those like air bladders you can pump up. So you can move them around and adjust them. So it may take several tries to get those adjusted just where you want it so it fits more comfortably. You know, so you kind of have to futz around with that, but the fact that that is there to customize the fitment is really good. Woo! Here's what I will say about this helmet. This is where you can't have everything. It seals out the wind noise. It's a very quiet helmet once you get it fit right and set up right for you. But that also means it's hot when you're not moving. It also has this chase light, which is a safety feature on the back of the helmet, just a red light. It does not modulate with braking, so it's not like the brake-free technology. So it doesn't light up more or get brighter when you slow down. And I'm sure there's people out there that are like, well, if you're going to put lights on it, you better make it light up when it slows down. Okay, that's a lot more hardware that you have to fit in there, accelerometers and sensors and things like that. But at least it's there for safety. It's just a little add-on. So does your helmet have any lights at all? No? Shut the hell up. I tell you what a really good thing about this thing is, I've got this thing closed up. It's pretty sealed up. And of course, I'm like breathing hot air out. You know, it's moist air that you breathe out. And the visor is not fogging up at all. Not a bit. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this helmet. There's a few things I could nitpick at. As I have this helmet a little bit more, I'm sure I'll find some more things that I can point out that I wish was a little bit better. But overall, I think this is a great helmet. It is a bit pricey because it does have an integrated Cardo unit. That's a Packtalk unit. So if you're getting a new helmet and you're going to a Bluetooth communication device as well, you're going to be spending that amount of money. But put them together, you've got this seamless look that looks so much better than having a big unit hanging off the side. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think it looks better aesthetically. It's just a lot of a cleaner look. A lot of a cleaner look. I don't English real good very much. Why use much word when few word do good? So yeah, check it out. In the description below, I'll leave a link to where you can look at this helmet online. It's ride509.com. So you'll see they are still very much more snow focused, but they do have some things coming out in the street market. They got a couple street helmets, got a couple jackets, leather jackets available. But yeah, if you're in the market for a new lid, check this one out. I think it's going to be a good one. We'll see how it does over time, but I look forward to riding in this for the next year. Pretty cool. So if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and please subscribing. That really helps me out. I would very much appreciate it. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks. Ride safe, y'all.